I'll be right back. I gotta go grab them. Check these out. I need to get eye drops because we have the fans on. We don't have like wood stove heat, but when I go outside, everybody else around us does. So I'm getting like the smoke and stuff. My eyes get dried out a lot. So we've been this season of giving and getting. We've been blessed this season, Ma. Yeah. Look, you got that. Mom got we got a box in the mail the other day, and it was just full of loot. It was just full. It had 4 bags, just all full of presents for you and me, because Christmas is coming up. We ain't never really done much for Christmas. It's always been kind of a hard time of year. Yeah. Always. So, you know, but and we've always been of the sort. Whenever I feel compelled to buy you something, I just buy it. I don't need a reason. I don't need an occasion. I just get, oh, Mom will like this. Or, oh, Mom would like this, so I'm going to go get it, or whatever, you know. And so we've definitely been spoiled. And I opened something I got, and I got a thing about socks. I like socks. I like fun socks. I like loud socks. I like obnoxious socks. I just hate buying socks. So I got these today. Check these things out, man. These are freaking cool.
What color are they?
All of them.
Oh, the same color?
Yeah, they're just a lot of colors. And see, because I like tall socks too. Here, I like tall socks too because I roll my pants up. I roll my pants up some on one leg about up to my knee.
These are really soft.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever felt
They're just freaking wow. Wow. It makes me want to leave the house, but I'm not leaving the house. But I gotta leave. I gotta leave the house tomorrow. In the morning. I got a couple errands I gotta do. But they're just, wow. They're just so freaking cool. That I get to know somebody that is freaking, that is that thoughtful. So that's cool. And Mom's got a throw around her. A throw blanket. You just put it up on the back. Are you getting too warm?
No.
You just don't like stuff on your shoulders, huh? Okay. What kind of old lady is that? You got Shaw? And you just don't like the kind of old lady. You're just not the kind of old lady that likes stuff on your shoulders, huh? No. That's alright. If you get chilly, they're right there. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hale empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Are you looking for something to pet?
No, I was just wanting to make sure he was sleeping.
Tucker's right there. Stanley's over there. Luna, Artie. Where's Benny?
He was sleeping here.
Oh, he's Benny Beanball over there. Everybody's just chilling. It's cold. It's cold. A lot of places are cold. I'm grateful that we're comfortable where we are. Yeah. It was It was a quiet day. It was another quiet day. It's just that introspective season. And I did go into town. Saw my buddy Augustine.
Where does he live?
He lives on the Pueblo.
He still lives.
He lives on the Pueblo. Yep. The People Zoo, as I call it. I think it's weird. Oh, you got all this population of the percentage of people on this planet that drives specific name brands of cars, and they like to show up in droves and walk around and just watch how the Indians live. I call it People Zoo. It's a trip, man. They even have like an admission stand and stuff like that. It's a trip. Anyway, but going on the Pueblo though, Mom went when she was a kid. I want to take her and drive her through, and I bet she'll have recall because she recalls things when she was younger. It's okay, Tuck.
It's okay, boy.
You don't like the lights, huh?
Good boy.
He doesn't like the lights.
That's better. Good. That's better. Good boy. Yeah.
He needs something to suckle. He's like, hurry, quick, I need something to suckle. So my buddy Augustine went to we went to the grocery store, and he waits in the car. He's so funny. He cracks me up, man. He's just, and he has the same, it's cool because he has the same birthday as my sister who passed on September 23rd. And, this last year, yeah. And so,
What you missing?
yeah, and they're kind of spunky like the same. Come on, Tuck, you can go up here. Go ahead, bud. Come on. They're spunky the same. They're cantankerous, and see, he's sober. He's been sober a number of years from alcohol. That's his addiction.
Yeah.
And Jessica wasn't sober. She was right smack in the midst of her addictions, and so as a result she perished.
She died?
Yeah, so anyway, are you gonna get up there? Benny's back there. Luna's over here. Tuck. Luna's right there.
It's okay.
Luna's right here. Look. Tuck. Come here. Come here. Luna's right here.
Good boy.
That's the call of your people? She said, Tuck, come and give me kisses. You're so cute. I'm trying to have a conversation and I can't do it if you're upset. Benny's over there.
Come on, this is for you.
One up here?
Oh, this is for you, Marge.
Good boy. I don't want you upset, bud. I don't want you upset. I don't want you no kind of sad. Come on. Come on.
Good boy, Marge. Good boy.
Alright, so, anyway. Switching gears. I might have to just turn the... You're okay. Here. Come here. Come here. This shucks. Come on.
Good boy.
Good boy.
I'm petting him. Yeah. You pet him.
They're getting old and they just start getting squirrely and stuff about stuff. And oftentimes they see things because we see things in frequency, you know. And they see a lot of things we don't see. You know, and we just get older, we get more and more sensitive. It's just something that I mean, whether you look forward to it or not, it don't change nothing. It's what happens. Or people do desensitize themselves. So my buddy, picked my buddy up, Augustine. It was cold today. He had his cold winter jacket on. He's going to go up. There he goes. I knew that's what he wanted. There.
Good boy.
He's gonna try and jump down there. Whatever, dude. Don't break nothing. Please. Anyway, so he had his cold jacket on too, and he rode with me to I had a couple errands to do. It was brisk today, that's for sure. And then he and I went to the supermarket. He likes to get steaks, right? And then he'll marinate them, and then he'll cook it, right? And so I found a nice cut for him today. It had a nice marble, had nice ribbing in it, just and he was all excited. He was very, very grateful. He cracks me up. And then I stopped to get a couple of my cherry Sprites, and the guy behind the counter said that they sold it at Smith's, and I was at the grocery store I just was at. I said, I guess I never looked at a grocery store, because everywhere I look, they don't have it. You guys are the only place in town I've seen it. And he's like, oh, it was on sale last week. So I gotta look there, and then but then I don't know, I just don't like drinking that much soda, so I wouldn't want to get it in large quantities, plus it wouldn't be as good. It's kind of a treat kind of a thing. So my buddy, okay, so Augustine, he lives on the Pueblo. They don't have a lot of money, there's not a lot of income. People just kind of hang out, smoke weed all day. They work on their projects and stuff like that, for Windows increments, but it's everything. There's no time. There's no time. The people that set precedents on time, man, they think just because that they use a clock that everybody on the planet does, and there's probably more people on the planet that don't use a clock. Use a clock. Go by any time. Primitive, like people, in third world countries. Or the clock is that they got, their timepiece is a cell phone. But, so he wanted me to buy his buddy a pack of cigarettes. He said, get this kind. He said, get Marlboro Reds. 100s. He said, they're not very good. I said, who are they for? Or I said, they're for you? I said, why don't you just quit? He said, no, they're not for me. They're for my buddy. And I was like, okay. And I'm trying to fish for information. Like, because he know what he smokes. And sometimes he alternates between the brand, like the color, like the full, like the color of the label of the American Spirit brand that he smokes, but he doesn't vary from brand unless they're like real cheap or something like that. But anyway, he's like, yeah. He said if I get him these kind, they don't taste as good, and then he doesn't smoke as much. But then he's not smoking mine. That's his motivation for buying his buddy a pack of cigarettes. Isn't that funny? I thought that was kind of funny. Good. But that's cool that he buys his friend a pack of cigarettes. I bought him a pack of cigarettes before as favors. I don't even like buying people cigarettes as favors. I just get things that people enjoy, and he's a smoker. I start busting his chops, though, about quitting, though. I quit in 2010. I think it was I think it was harder to quit smoking than it was to quit drinking, for me. Anyway, so I was listening to Robert Phoenix a little while. He had a 40. He was sitting there doing his talk, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, right on. That's cool. I don't know. I got no filter on the booze. I got none. Anyway, so had a cool conversation with the young man. I think his name was Isaiah. At the grocery store, he bagged the groceries. And the lady that was ringing up my stuff, she just kept nodding her head and snickering. And I'm loud, so I'm talking across. He's at the end, and I'm back here, and I'm, and there is a woman in between. And like instant conversation, like not small talk. And I got the kid, he's telling me about how he wakes up in the middle of the night and he gets anxiety. I said, because he was talking about, because that's what they were talking about is kids that are like, that work themselves into a tizzy. I said, sometimes people get so upset that their brains and their bodies disconnect. People that have had a lot of trauma, they know what it feels like. Other people that have had other life situations, they know what it feels like too. It's ultimately the same thing, though, is what I found to be true. I said sometimes, and that's why they get you to focus on your breathing. Just focus. Don't think about whatever it is that is making you think that your world is ending right now and that you're dying or whatever. Just focus on your breath. And then the young man was like, yeah, I wake up in the middle of the night and I have he's like, I have ADHD or something like that. And he said, I wake up in the middle of the night and that's when my anxiety is really bad. I said, that's when a lot of people wake up and then they start thinking about all the stuff that they're scared of. And all those fears just go out into the ethers. And it just goes out to the frequency. And us sensitives, we wake up and we just tune into stuff. And we start worrying about stuff we ain't never even thought of before. It ain't our stuff. Then you got to get into your disciplines. It's a good time to meditate, Get if you can, if you're by yourself, get up, like do something productive, ideally. Don't just sit there in your crap of your thoughts, I got all kinds of tricks and things, life hacks that people can do that, can make you feel better. I've been looking for things to make myself feel better my whole entire life, and I can't do alcohol. It takes my spirit. The places that it takes me are dark. I'm too curious about stuff. It's just easier to stay out of a problem. And ain't nobody going to hang out with mom, take care of her like me. So stay away from that. Don't like drugs. Don't like pills. Don't like snorting stuff. Don't really like freaking tripping out and like hallucinating, stuff like that, because what I see my dogs see and they don't like it. So I don't like it because they don't like it. Well, I like it, I'm just not going to do it because they don't like it. Anyway, what else? So the young man, yeah, it was cool. We had that exchange. It's just people, he was a pretty broad spectrum kid. I used to go to high schools. I was thinking about that today. Because they have all these people that, like, I don't know. Like, I think about how much money people are spending to see Taylor Swift. And if I was ever in an environment where I was in a speaking venue, I've spoken before in front of large groups, telling my story, sharing my experience, my strength, my hope, just, talking about who I was and how I don't have to live that way and who, I'm trying to be a better person, all that kind of stuff. Oop, there goes the multivitamins. Anyway, so, and I've heard a lot. I mean, I've gone to a lot of comedians. I've heard a lot of people just, share. If I ever, $10 to cover the cost of the venue, and then whatever is left over, I would freaking go around in the local area to the unhoused community and share whatever I got left over with them, or buy like just freaking buttloads of socks and stuff like that. And those little lanterns, those are handy. That'd be cool. I don't know. I haven't looked in the I'm always looking at gadgets. Gadgets are cool. I guess I don't need to find that now. Gadgets are cool. If they had like little solar gadgets, like they have those little battery operated gadgets, those little lanterns that pop up. They're always on sale around here. They had a bunch of them, but I didn't really like they had the Christmas motif on it, and I'm like, nah, I ain't doing. I'm like, no, those are dumb. I'm not giving those to people. Those are dumb. Anyway, so I don't know. Maybe people might like them. Who knows? I just like having a handful of those on hands because there's always people traveling. Some guy was super excited to see me today, and I don't ever think I've ever even had a conversation with him. But maybe he thought I was somebody else. I don't know, but I don't know. He was happy to see me. I guess it's better than, hey, I'm going to kick your ass. So, it was a pretty positive day, It was a positive day. That, there's a lot of cool kids. I used to go to high schools and stuff like that and talk to them about, we all know what you're gonna do. You're gonna drink. You're gonna think it's fun. You're gonna do this cool stuff and that cool stuff. Just know that in every class that there's people who ain't gonna make it out alive. So you can be the good example or the example of why you don't do that stuff like that. And then at the younger kids in elementary, I go to my friend's class and read. She'd light candles and they'd turn down the lights and just rest their heads, or they could do whatever they want. They could fall asleep if they want. I didn't care. I just read Shel Silverstein books and poems and stuff like that. That was cool. That was fun. I've done a lot of really neat stuff. Yeah, sure, I'm game. I'll try it. I was at the end of I just gotten out. I think I was on terminal leave from the Air Force, from the military, and my friend asked me to. Now she's like a superintendent. She's a superintendent in Omaha. There's a lot of turnover, man. A lot of people, they're freaking ending their careers. They're jumping the ship. They're jumping ship. They just don't want to no more. 20, 25 years. I know a guy who's been driving a propane truck for 30. I went to high school with. Done the same thing for 30 years. I couldn't, man. My spirit would not be yeah, I mean, and then the same season he's done the same thing. He's the president of the 49er fan club and stuff like that. And I just think of all the people that are into that stuff. My head always goes back to that. It's what are you doing for just this simple, basic human being? Sometimes I wish my brain would think of different things and not go to that. What's the coolest thing you ever done for a human? Whenever I see anybody on the street, I mean, yeah. We could all do better. Anyway, so all in all, today was a pretty good day, huh, Ma? It was a good day. Ma opened her throw pillow and she got a real cool sweater too. Mom opened 2 things today because I give her the option. I'm I always give her the option. I'm always giving her choices. People have so few choices in their life. Because they have to do this and they have to go there and they have to, all these obligations and things like that. So having choices is good. It's the variety, it's the spice of life. So I always give Mom options. Would you like this or this? You want to watch this or this or this? Giving her lots of choices, and then that way she doesn't she's not living the life imposed upon her. So I don't know. I just treat people the way I want to be treated. When I see people struggle, I can't help but help. I can't help myself. And I've known so many people. Mom used to be one of those. Just don't get involved. Just mind your own business. It's just no, man. I'm the one that's pushing people's cars out of intersections. I've done that a lot. We're out of the road. That's the worst when you're blocking traffic.
That's
Freaking, I could just feel the freaking hate that the freaking all the population has around that person. They don't care that they're like, shit, I don't have any money to get this fixed. How am I going to get to work? How am I going to get to school? All that stuff. They don't care about all the problems that this person is facing with their car breaking. They know it's just get out of our way. Humanity. People have lost their humanity. They don't care about people. They care about money. They care about things. They care about things that aren't even real, like NTFs and bullshit like that. It's just things in a virtual world that people are spending an obnoxious amount of money on. People can't find places to live in a lot of parts of this country. Yet people are freaking buying up real estate in virtual worlds. It is stupid what this place is evolving to, and it's only going to get goofier because what people are into. It's only going to get goofier because people are just what they'll do for convenience. They'll put a chip in their brain just because it's cool. Sure, I'll do it. Why not? Because when have they ever worked? I mean, their updates on their operating systems don't work, but whatever. Put all that metal and stuff in you, then the sun goes out and the freaking poles flip and it just all comes pulling out from the freaking... Oh, I want to get these fillings taken out. If it happens in my lifetime, it could. I'm only 48. If it happens in the next 20, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what the future... I just have been living one day at a time for so long. I never think about the future. I never thought when I was a little girl, like, what I wanted my life to be. I just wanted... I wanted the girl. I wanted the significant other to have someone to go around and pal around with and stuff like that. And I had that here and there. It was never as good as I imagined, so I don't know, I don't even see people that I just find, oh my god, you are just so cool. I just want to spend all my time with you. I don't find that in Taos, and since that where I'm at these days, it's not my priority anyway, so. But I do get out and about in the community. I think I'm going to go check out the library, see about getting a library card. I keep feeling drawn to the library. I used to like going to the library, smell the books. The pages on the books. It smells like history to me. I remember going to the Reading Library because Mom would take a class or two at the community college out at Shasta. And she'd have to do research for that, and she'd drag us along, and it just seemed like we were there all day long, and she's doing research. You're so pretty and cute and smart and funny. And I'd go look at stuff with microfilm. I'm a Scorpio moon. I've been investigating my whole life, so see what kind of stuff that they have. History, because mom's adopted dad, Robert Yoakum, was a mayor. And I'd like to find a history book somewhere to find out where he was the mayor of. So. Yep. That's a true story. Anyway. Hope folks are well. Hope they're doing good. I just saw 2929.
You see the lights coming through?
Yep. Cars are going by. Sunday evening, December 18.